Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do my Batman Cape Crusaders Episode 2 review. So, a little kind of different setup here from the previous episode. Um, I kind of get right into it. Obviously, a different case. So, this episode revolves around Detective Renee, who she in this continuity, she is, well, she's just a detective investigating murders, um, or I should say, missing actresses, and turns into murder. So we kind of get into the whole. Finally, now we're getting into like kind of the things that you probably wouldn't be able to mention in other things. Now, but yeah, I mean, so she's questioning Bruce, Bruce Wayne. We see her bring Bruce in the interrogation room and basically ask, and ultimately it's stopped by the lawyer, because obviously, you know how defense attorneys are with the missing of Yvonne Frances, and how she's just not she's just missing, and again, she's not able to really question Bruce Wayne because of this, because the defense attorney, during which at some point Bruce put Batman put a tracking device on the detective too, by the way. So there's that. After the Bruce Wayne failed interrogation, she then starts investigating the film studio, and Renee then talks to she doesn't talk. She basically finds out about Basil Carlo, who had been someone of an interest. So she tries to go after him. However, it appears that Bezo had been murdered before she could confirm anything, as he was stabbed with a knife. Um, she then learned that later on during the investigation that he had been embarrassed about his face because he wasn't able to get roles that he wanted, basically. And so he wanted to get surgery to basically change his face, and obviously, that costs a lot of money. So he was paying this guy to like fix his face, but ends up being a fraud, um, and leaves him high and dry, basically. Um, Batman starts investigating, because we start then seeing this guy with like a scarf start to appear and start murdering people. Um, Batman tries to go after him, but he manages to get away with trying to threaten another life with like throwing a ladder on a guy. So Batman wasn't able to get him, but he was able to get his scarf. By getting the red part of the red scarf, he was able to investigate, and basically figure out, by going to the morgue of where supposedly Basil's body was, figure out that it was actually not Bezo that was murdered. Um, and that he had faked his death. And he had kidnapped Miss France uh, out of the desire to basically play the role of a villain for real, for reals. Um, by doing this, he was basically, I guess, getting his revenge, and he kind of explains that actually. He's getting his revenge and playing a role of an actual main character, which is what he wants to play as an actor. Um, Again, Batman realized that that person in the morgue wasn't him, so he then goes after them, or goes after Bezos, who's now this clay. He's now basically got like a clay face where he can just change his face at whim, basically. Um, Detective Renee is there. Um, and she basically, well, first what she does is she goes to confront the doctor because she hadn't figured it out yet. Um, and once she kind of realized that this doctor was not good because he was about to hit her with the pipe, she fights back, but ultimately does get knocked out by him. Which ends up not being the Darker, but it actually is Bezos, who's the villain, and then the detective sees Renee, or I'm sorry, not Renee sees the Miss Frances, who Miss Frances is right there, captured basically. Um, and he basically explains what he did and why he did it. He's playing the villain, and then lo and behold, Batman comes to the rescue, uh, beats the crap out of him. Renee ends up saving the actress right before the axe cuts her, and then after that, you see also the detectives finally get there, which also I should mention because I didn't mention this, but earlier in the episode, Renee had asked for backup, uh, and of course the two detectives were being lazy and not, trying to get there sooner, intentionally. And then they get there finally, but by doing so, that gives Batman the opportunity to get out of there because Renee was actually going to question Batman and stuff like that after they had taken down Bezos. Um, so, um, Batman's able to get away. Then after that, and she's basically like, "Oh, now you guys come." You know, terrible timing. So then Batman gets out of there, and then as Batman's in the Batmobile, right? The detective actually the tracking device that Batman put on the detective's coat falls out, and then she realizes that he had been spying on the investigation, essentially, that she was trying to figure out for this whole episode. And she basically tells him through the tracking thing, "I know you're still listening in, we're not finished here." um so that's basically how the episode ends. um Thought it was a really good episode. We're getting more into the serious violence, stuff now in this episode, which we didn't have really that much in the first episode, which was really the introduction episode. So that kind of makes sense. Um, I am kind of interested in the kind of the 180 from the first episode of going from Penguin to this here, but I guess they're trying to kind of test the waters for all the characters that they want to put in here. Um, like like what I mean is like Detective Renee is probably not going to be in the next episode, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure, but that's and of course Penguin wasn't in this episode, so they're kind of tying it up. Not everybody's going to be in the episodes, but I just kind of thought that was kind of like, I thought you would have tied it up more with another episode, but I guess they're kind of trying to build that up for later on. But I did like this episode. It was kind of cool for what it was. And you get to kind of build up this thing between the police and Batman, because Batman doesn't know, like, or the police, like, aren't really aligned with Batman. Batman's, like, new, like, this is a young Batman, as we've talked about before in the past, that this is supposed to be a younger Batman, a brand new Batman, that isn't, like, experienced with the police, he's not allied with the police yet. So good episode. And I did like the fight that we got with Batman and Bezos. Um, but yeah, it was a good episode. Um, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. Nonetheless, make sure to comment, rate, flex if anybody videos. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell for the latest content. Thank you. And that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure, besides my YouTube channel, to follow me on the Twitch, the Instagram, and also Discord. Link in the description for various topics, including this one here. And so now I'm out. Peace.